Should we be worried about Dominik Szobozlai's slump? Before I kick off, if you're not following me, subscribing to my content, why not? Tell me in the comments. And why am I qualified to talk about all things Liverpool? Well, after a 7-month recruitment and audition process, I was signed as a first 11 for Liverpool for new football app analysis. I'm also a regular on Sky Sports.
If we're going to form the team around anyone, I think it should be him. We've formed it around Mo before, and I don't think Mo's that person anymore. He doesn't look on it. How long do we give him? You know, we're already 8 points adrift. Like, do we make sure that he's coming off the bench more?
Well, surely he's got enough credit in the bank.
Sarah said base the whole team around Wirtz. Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That's a big call, Sarah. That's a massive
He hasn't got any goals or assists in the Premier League yet, and you're building a team around him.
So I take offence at that, because there have been some amazing... There would have been assists if our team were on it. If Mo had been on it, he would have had about 3 or 4 goals from that. Like that kind of ballerina Chelsea against Chelsea move, he put it on a plate for Mo and Mo skied it. Now, normally Mo would score those goals. And that has been a real problem. There's also, people are not passing to him. He gets into spaces all the time and they're not finding him. Plus, he's one-touch football and the rest of the team aren't. So we either have to change to accommodate that, because otherwise why did we buy him? Or it's not going to work.
You should be his agent. You're putting together a great
I'm free.
A great case.
Go check Analysis out. It's packed full of fans, passionate and knowledgeable about their clubs. You'll be able to read match reports, player and manager ratings, and there's much more to come. Comedian and Spurs fan Michael McIntyre is the brainchild behind it. Gary Neville as an investor, don't boo, and Sky Sports are a partner. It always aims, just like me, to put the mic in the hands of fans. That's what I do in my lives. No one knows more about our clubs than we do. So let's unite, get on Analysis, and have our voices heard. Anyway, back to Szoboszlai. If you ask any football fan, let alone a Liverpool fan, our standout player has been Dominik Szoboszlai this season. That is why noticing a slump in his performance hits hard. And it's not just his performance plummeting. Even more worryingly, so is his effort. And to prove this, I'm going to jump into some Analysis and Opta data and post some questions on whether we need to be worried about Dom. The player who, when we were plummeting, kept fighting, performing and bagging 7 man of the match awards this season alone. As you can see, the drop-off on how fans have rated Dom in the past 5 matches is extreme. From 80 against Inter in the Champions League to 59 against Fulham in the Premier League. What happened around the Inter match and our match against Brighton? The Mo Salah saga. It's well known that Mo and Dom are friends. They've both talked about this, and you'll often see them sharing a joke, a whisper, a hug. When Mo was benched and kept out of the squad for Inter, I worry this had a lasting impression on Dom. And has his friends' frustrations caused him to question what Slot is trying to do with the squad? If we look into the data, the drop-off on Dom is considerable, and it doesn't seem like a coincidence. From 80 and the man of the match against Inter in Champions League to 59 in our last game against Fulham in the Prem. And the fan comments and Analysis have been damning. Poor corners and didn't offer much attacking. Tried hard, but it appears lost a lot of the game. Not got back to his best since the ban, if I'm honest. Can't fault his effort today, but just not enough quality going forward. Mediocre afternoon for him and everybody else. Back-to-back games where I thought Szoboszlai has not been at his best. Okay, poor crossing, worked hard, seems to be tiring. And then if you pop over to Opta and look at performance data, it paints an even starker story. I've looked at his performances versus his man of the match performance against Aston Villa and his last game against Fulham. Against Villa, he almost painted the entire pitch. Against Fulham, the white space is blinding. And as you can see, his rate of work in both matches are vastly different. Is this a tactical switch? Has Slot asked him to move less, press less, and stay out on the right to give us width with no Mo? Has Slot's treatment of Mo affected Dom? Has the relationship between Slot and Dom been affected as a result of what happened to his friend? Is he injured and they're not talking about it? Is he knackered? Is he not willing to put the work in? Is he not willing to put the work in when he sees others are not doing it? And when you look at the chances created, something we need from him, a massive drop-off from his man of the match performance against Villa versus his Fulham performance, where he was hardly involved in play. Of our four midfielders crucial in our league title win last season, Dom has been a constant standout performer. Someone whose performance never seems to drop, no matter how bad the team is performing. What's key for our success this season is to keep this man happy. Have him form a strong partnership with Wirtz so that they can both cover a lot of ground, create chances, turn play over, and be the turbo dual engine of our midfield. Stop. I know you're not one for this, but please put your arm around this man, I beg. We need another cracker of a goal from Dom against Arsenal tomorrow. Come on, Dom, snap out of it. Show the world that you and Liverpool are not down and out yet. Please hit me a follow for more content like this and let me know what you think in the comments. My aim is to build the best football community ever, and I can't do it without you. Red Luca, out.